hi. What do you mean? Mario. Today we're going to be looking at the enemies. So, here we go. The number of enemies. But since I really love enemies, I love so much that there's about to say 200 plus. There's 200 plus. There's that many. But anyway, first enemy we got. Oh yeah, you can go subscribe to the channel. If you really want to, it's optional. You don't have to. So the first enemy we got is the Angry Sun. You may know that from Mario Bros. 3. And he's basically like a sun, except it's basically like it goes on top of the air. And then it goes down trying to hit you. Wow. Sorry about that, my other friends are coming to visit. Sorry, I'm just walking. Next up, we have a lava bubble. Of course, if you didn't know, these are like the lava bubbles. These pop in and out of lava at periodic times. They have surface and lava more welcome than that. Seems there's a brain. What's in that? Lava room. Yeah, you can read now. Give me 10 seconds. Sorry, those are just my. Sorry, those are just Goombas arguing. There's the game turtle. Fun fact. If you do 240 minus 14, then you're gonna get a lot. Yeah, there's that many enemies. Next up, we have a title. This one is also known as Mario 1. As if you didn't know, the Mario 3D World is like one of the many 3D games of Mario. Also known as me. And he mostly just tries to move people off the stage. Which is one of the more enemies of the enemies that try to push you into a pit. Into a pit. Now let's go for that. Next up we have a Goomba. This is like a Goomba. Making it from Super Mario World, and then straight up appeared back in the 3D world. Did it because they both had the word world in it. And they're also basically just except they're basically just Goombas, except they cannot be they can't be stomped on. You can hit them up while they're in their stomped on animation, and you're gonna throw up an enemy like Mario Bros. 2, just so you can get them both die. Next we have according to me, hold it, Skip Squeak. This is basically one of the more new iterations of Skip Squeak. This appears in the world and then to the second Mario Bros. Game. Then here's the thing. According to me, considering I've wasted my time, I'm just gonna make it up. So I'm just gonna say that it just jumps up. Except unlike the Spiny escape where you actually die if you stop on it. Yeah, it's basically the same thing except you don't die when you stop on it. It just affects you. But it's not. But it's so aerial and like run attacks. Next up we have the Mario Odyssey Cushing. You may know it as a water meme where you just push people water. But there's also a Game Boy version, and I'm just gonna make this up. Squirts water at you, except you can't capture it. Next up we have a new type of enemy, Crimson. Crimson? Well, Magmar puts in a portal to the Crimson Dimension, like the Whittler and, of course, others. But here's the thing. As you may know. Sorry, that's just a Koopa Troopa. I keep talking. Why? But there's a problem. The portal only spawns for 10 seconds, and you can get and the first thing will basically just like another portal to another dimension. And it's like a bonus room. Except you lose life if you stay there for too long, for more than 20 seconds. Because then the portal just closes and you're stuck there forever. And then it just basically just put that pressure in or like lava or something. Then it basically just crushes you, just burns you. But this one, the Crimson Frost is basically just a crushing, except it spawns on a portal every minute. The Bone Breaker. This is basically like a normal Bone Breaker, except it has the same physics of a bone. Okay, but of course, it only falls asleep for 3 seconds before waking back up. Stick that kick down, dying. The Tanuki Goomba is basically like a Goomba to Mickey Mario's powers. It can slap its hand. And it's double whammy if you put wings on it and make it bigger. A triple one if you will. All 3. The Pumpkinhead Goomba is basically like, if you want to make like a Halloween map, and one of the maps you can choose from is a Pumpkin Goomba. That's basically just every 10 seconds I'll basically just spit out like 3 fireballs and then boom! Boom, it has a chance. But it has a 10-second cooldown, and every 10 seconds it's going to do 3 fireballs. In 10 seconds, 3 fireballs. Then, while 10 seconds of fireball, you can just jump on it. That's just one of the games. Then we have Super Fly. Oh, that's small. Yeah, Super Fly. If you didn't know, this is basically like not much. It's basically just a jumping and fly right from a block, I think. That's what I think. Then we have a Storm Bro. There's also a Thunder Bro. We'll get to later. But if you make it bigger, that's a Storm Bro. Basically, bigger, if it hits a player, that'll take about 30-second storm with lightning bolts that actually hit. Just that. The Goombrat, basically like a Goombrat, except the Goombla. It's basically like a Goomba and like a Goombrat. It basically looks like there was a blue cheap. that just goes in a zigzag form. Yet again, there's these Koopa shells things. Each have a different meaning. I'll just give you like 30 seconds. Okay. It has officially been that long. Finally, we get to a minute after this. And we get games. Pokey is basically like has the same abilities as some other games. In my world, they're all in all these styles. You can beat them up even in the same form. From Mario Woody, there's actually a ability where they just turn into oranges for a while where they stomp on them. And in Mario G, they're going to stick to the steel. So basically, you can come up, all the three things together, it's happening or anything else. There's the poison bard. Which if you didn't know, is basically like a poison version of Charbard. But it doesn't have any other abilities, it's just a letter. Except, like the lava one and poison one basically the same thing. It's colors. Plus, you immediately die after touching one. This poison's way more dangerous than lava, right? There's the Patooey, which basically like a normal walking piranha plant. And sometimes you can even put spikes on its mouth. And I'm not going to show you. There's the Balloon Boo. If you didn't know. The Balloon Boo is basically just like the Balloon Boo. Plus a balloon. You didn't know. When you look away from a balloon boo, it'll start losing air. And when it lost all its air, it's basically just dead. But when you look at it, it gains more air. It's basically just best to not look at it. Basically another enemy, the Flutter. Think of a wiggler, except he has the ability to fly. Like normal, if you bump on his head, he can basically running. Not like others, he can fly up and down. And he's a pretty little tricky rascal, so he can go. So when you're looking the other way, he can just go from behind you and just straight up get there. And sometimes you can even just block you jump at the same time you jump. Spit nuts. Round round. And even deep form and free form. Those are basically just some of his abilities. Then, unlike others, we have a new one, the Golden Giraffe. This is basically like, you know how you have like the Goomba, which can't be stomped on, and the normal Goomba, which basically can fall off edges and be stomped on? Well, even though the Goomba can be stomped on, he doesn't fall off edges, which means he's a little smart little rascal. There's the Dinotrux from Mario World, as you may recall. He's like a Dino Rhino, but smaller, faster, can jump higher, and has the ability to breathe fire upwards or sideways. Sometimes, in a new ability, even diagonal wards. Next, we have Bone Goomba. Basically, the same thing. The Goomba, if you stop on it, it doesn't die. After a few seconds, it just comes back to life. The Bolt Swamp actually is a unusual swamp. Yes, it will crush you, but for a few seconds, it'll actually have a cloud on its head. If you stomp on it, if you go on its head, you'll have 10 seconds to get off while it brings enemies. So it's gonna be for like a good platform. And plus, it's better for the timer. You can add in this and subtract time. And if you're not fast enough and you don't get off in time, the lightning strikes you and you lose your power up. Then it restarts. Then the thing goes all over again. Made it interesting. Then there's Pokey Roo, I think that's what it's called. Leave it down in the comments down below if you did it wrong. But it's basically like except it can, and it has a very long range. Up to 5 inches of his long beak that can extend for some reason and decrease. Then we have the Super Goomba. As you may know, Super Goomba is, if you didn't know, yet again, these ones didn't do much that they can just do a little hop. Plus, if you find a little ability, by the way, is by adding flyable wings and making the wings bigger. If you put down a big wing on an enemy, it can basically just make it fly. So if you put wings on a Super Goomba, it'll just basically just fly and hop. It could be for a pretty cool chase scene. Now we have one of the main characters, the T-Rex. That can be a good. Yet again, if you want to make a chase Mario level, then probably use the T-Rex. It'll have to just be a noticeable enemy and then he'll just chasing you. Or if once he notices you, he'll just start chasing towards you for the whole level. Or for short times. I'm not really the one in control. There's the ring burner. Basically like a gizmo, but except the castle of an enemy. Because it makes, circle makes rings go bigger and bigger. And they can kill you. So that's pretty good, unique. Then there's an urchin. If you didn't know, these are real life urchins. You cannot step on them. But you can basically just do any other attack with fireball. And then again, if you didn't know, urchins. Bad. There can also be other versions of the big and smaller ones. Like the poisonous one, which if you after get stung, you have 5 seconds of actually poisonous. And you have to find them for power to stop it. And after the 5 seconds, you basically just die. The lava one spits out fireballs, even underwater for some reason. And there's even this good one where he actually moves. And there's also this other variation called like Spike one, where if he sees you, he'll start running after you. But after 10 seconds, he'll just start spinning around, just put spikes everywhere. We have to get to the highest point. It's way wider in the bigger one. There's a Yugani. Basically like an eel, except it's basically like, those what's it? The cat and butterfly eels that can reach forward. Well, guess what? That's because I think that that's the only thing they can do. But they can also be down, up diagonally, or from the back, like actual eels. Here's the unshelled Spiny, basically a Spiny except it can be killed basically like a Goomba. The water bar, unlike other these, first of all, you don't get killed by these, but you can swim in them, and you can put other enemies in this enemy. But the way it kills you is basically because once the enemies can swim, if it swims out of bounds, you can hold it up to 10 items. Enemies or 2 bosses, they can drop on it which is like super cool. Then basically just go ahead. That's how it kills you. The enemy doesn't actually kill you, it just causes enemies. There's the sushi spot shark. This is it now. This is if you wanted yet again an underwater chase scene, then probably go with the sushi. I mean, now go from normal enemy, but for if you see you only goes after seconds. Swimmer. And yet again a chaser, which actually just chases you for the whole level. And the reason you do this is just like, oh, speak of the devil! Or speak of Satan. The bigger chief. Yet again, you have the foot walk, but instead you can just jump like this. I'll just do something with this too. There's yet again the fire one, the poison one, and of course the wheel spinning one. But after just 5 seconds on this, jump up in the air. It'll happen to 2 things. Jump in the air and just round, or just yet again. You just could do the wider version of it. There's the spin delivers in the flop. This is more like a crusher. Because yet again, yeah, every single enemy. Fun fact, bosses will have their own video because I didn't want to make them even more. The snow cheap, which can be which are one of the couple enemies that can be placed, which is actually an enemy that ice balls. And anything that just aims on, including Mario, even though he doesn't do this, but anything else he touches besides Mario or a player, he actually turns into an ice block or freezes. And basically the only way you can kill him, I did this by myself, is basically just by using the fireball flower. Don't need to get all purple cheeps. Yet again, this one was some of the poison harvest purple cheap. The other regular variations. Because the cherry wigglers and the crimson wigglers are ones that can walk on walls, ceilings, and some other spectrum. Well, in crimson was a wiggler in the game. We're having 10 seconds. And this one event and becomes angry and snapped on 3 times. Seems faster but more forgiving wiggler. You apply a blow except crimson blow to the wiggler. This game you can extend on 6 minutes up to 10. Yet again, we have this one, the Blarg, Warg, and Parg. The Blarg basically appears underwater in the forecast. Turns around before launching towards to attack Mario. Warg can be found in the water. I remember when launching into that Mario. There's the Bramble, who you might know as this. One, he has the ability, like a wrist to be, stands for a orange one. On it, 2 seconds, so split. I'll be an orange one, 12 for 10 seconds. And basically just like stop and then zero and then backwards again. Yeah, basically that. Oh yeah, forgot. Hammer Bros loves to listen to elite ball horns. There's the Muncher, which are unlike others. It's one of the couple of only enemies that can be killed with a star. But instead, can be killed with a power block, which is one of the rare enemies. Moon snakes, if you want like a a moon obstacle course one. Using moon snakes. It's basically like one of those light bars that they showed in like a couple one of the other videos. I think it's like a terrain one. It basically just turns around and you have to avoid it. Basically, that's how it goes. Then there's basically a jelly beam, which can only kill you if the player runs into one. Plus, if you did nothing. Plus, it's only another way as a support for light. In one of those dark water areas. That's what you imagine. We actually now have the Frosty Swamp. Unlike this other one, this one can easily tell if a fire flower or a star. But any other reason it can't kill. In fact, it goes better every time you throw an ice on it. But yet again, it does. But then you'll just break it into parts. You feel like it's running through it with a penguin suit. And basically, it just can't be broken another way. Finally, another original enemy. Dry bones. Yet again, those have double castles are basically the exception for dry bones. This dry bones enemy is basically like the other enemies that had the bone in it. Basically, Stomp just brings it back to life after like a couple seconds after it just gets crumbled. There's Swoop, a bat enemy that only comes out to one objective if he passes them. Yet again, he's bat. There's also a fire stick bat. There's also this one. There's also two more called the Port or Sweeper, which can't fly but can walk. And then there's the other second one, which if you didn't know by the name of, is like a Joker one. Or if you get close to his head, or like water, lava, or poison at you, your choice. And if you get close to his face, his nose will up and bonk you in the head, making you use your power up. And basically it's like a clown design, like those clowns at the circus. This is a Sketty Rat. Fun fact. If you didn't know, you probably never knew this, but this is one of this is probably one of a couple of my favorite enemies, the Sketty Rat. Also another reason why I added it. Yet again, the mouse, channels, and a mouse. That's good point. The mice shack. If you put it in groups of 5 or more, when you put light on it, it'll basically just go ahead and just start running around, giving you pieces and gaps. And there's also this brain one, which looks like a genius, which can't block off ledges, and basically a snap version like this. Basically just that. Also, if you put wings to it, the wings are going to attach to the ears, which makes it basically like a copy of Dumbo. Come on, Dumbo's canceled. Flying Rat's in. There's a volcano swamp, like inside a volcano level. Inside of a couple, or the volcanic cheat-cheats. These are basically like cheat cubes. They can't be stopped on because, well, first of all, they're mostly above the gap, they're only made of lava. And second of all, mostly just because you didn't know, there's the cooldown version where after like 5 hops into like different gaps, if there's more, then we even go on the cooldown that we can go on a thing where you can actually kill them. But otherwise, you can't attack them. There is the chainsaw, which appeared in Mario World. If you didn't know, chainsaw is basically, if you didn't know, yet again, just make some points. It's basically like a chainsaw in real life. Just spikes, except it's a square one. Plus, it can be thrown by a certain amount of enemies, or it can basically be held by a certain amount of enemies. It can be a weapon, and then it's gonna be placed on track in their own effect. And it can basically go in like certain directions. Like if you want to do it upside down, you can actually stand on the base. There's the brick swamp, which unlike others can only be killed by Super Mario. So basically, the mini mushroom won't do. Mega mushroom will just kill it, but Super Mario, Fire Mario, or any other big version, if you didn't know, yet again, it can be killed by one of those big forms. But if you stand on, but still any form if you stand on top of it, except like those overkill ones, you can still die. There's the bookend. If you didn't know, the only in the first Mario 3D game, and if you want to go to top level, yet again, use them. Like if you want a background of shelves, if you could add like up to 10, 12 of these, and out of nowhere, if you just want to past a certain point, there's like 5 shelves, you can use one of those. They'll basically just start coming back corners and like a triangle shape. So I'll start at the top, then I'll go to the left, then I'll go down, back down diagonal, go up the other way, and go back. So movement. Do it again once, and I'll do it again once. It makes it like a big deal controllers. The blue Spiny is basically Spiny, except it can basically just get to you faster. And yet again, there's also a thing called blue Lakitus, which can throw blue Spinies. But then, it's this close. Literally only this high from here. And just what? You've already got to the best enemy of the game. That's one of the most easiest to defeat, the first one you ever met. The Goomba. As you may know, Goombas can be killed in a certain direction, so they're so dumb they fall off a cliff without asking. And but the only other thing is that there's smarter variations that can't be stopped on, turn around ledges, and basically others. There is also, of course, the fishing boot. Like a fishing Lakitu, who sadly isn't in here. Yeah, it's not one of the enemies, so if you want to make the top 10 enemies that should be added, go ahead. Well, it might be very hard, so you might have to find like rather family enemies that aren't even in the Mario franchise, or basically enemies I forgot. But otherwise, you can add enemies, because they're like half of them are just already taken. Almost like a whole they're taken. Because believe it or not, if you get close, they'll basically just slap at you with fire, and you'll basically just push your power up or multiple bits. Or if you get on the bottom of it close, or on top of you, I'll try to lure you with the fishing ball. Yet again, unlike others, there's no variations to this besides normal Lakitu's. And there's no abilities for it. Besides blows. There is also the Fizzlet. But basically starts as a normal cube that there can still be used at the time, as you can probably stomp on him, you can find might not work. Because you're just gonna, unlike over here, you can put the fuzzy beetle and spiny cap on it. But then, use the flat version, which can trace electrocuted, then boom, you can't use it. There's the Shark and Chuck. Basically like normal one. Also a big enemy that everyone wanted. These can basically just be dashing along. Like normal. If they have a Shark and Chuck coming on, it'll take 2 stumps to defeat them. One with hammer and one with bomb. But it's an option for you to take all of it and basically just one stomp. And you basically like offer like more variations to it from the modern world. So here we go. First variation is the passing chuck, where you basically just bomb more short chucks out of a pipe and straight up just do the football and just straight up just throw it at Mario or whoever. That chuck or just up this comes around chasing you with a bat, which is like a good chase scene of like a baseball field. The football chuck just hikes on you and just punches people like those actual NFL games with Tom Brady numbers. There is also chicken chuck where he just kicks football, kicks sockers at you. Dunking chuck where he just dunks the basketball at you. Netting chuck where he just has to hit you with a tennis net or you can just throw tennis balls at you, which are like way faster. Jumping chuck which jumps at the same time as you. Hockey chuck which is most common in like ice levels. There's the light. There's the bowling chuck where it just bowls at you. Yet again, there's 2 more. Whistling chuck, which is a whistle. Digging chuck, which can dig. And golden chuck, which just comes around like a bruiser that just slaps you in the. Oh yeah, just bonks you in the head. With a golf club, or you can just throw golf balls, or even better, you can just use it as a range attack where you basically just throws the golf flag. And even better, if you bonk you with a golf club, it would actually be stunned with a new thing introduced. Not really. Which gives you a good shot for him, or attack, or basically another enemy, or a boss. Up to you. Yeah. There's a Blooper, which are basically like bottom clouds, which disappear after like 5 seconds, but after 10 seconds they reappear again, which gives you a good chance. You really have to put them at different times. But the maximum time that you can stay in there, that they reappear, is 30 seconds, and then also, after they reappear, it's 30 seconds, and the other one's just 30 seconds again. And yet again, they're basically based off of bubble, and yet again, they can be used to high secret areas, but have to get out of their protocol or else it's not blocked. There is the nipper plant, which is basically like they're basically like a prawn plant, except you can't attack them from the front, but you can attack them from the back or literally jumping on them. I don't know anything else I can do. And again, there's the red creature, which basically the only difference is that they walk, they don't fall off the cliffs for once. Yeah, yet again, another normal one, you can walk. If you go under it, it'll just try to crush you. Yet again, these other variations we just mentioned might be even more. There's the bone piranha plant, which are basically like a piranha plant that tries to do like a snap up, snap left, snap right, and during one of those attacks, you can do it from another way. But then again, I'll probably just now, even if it's in a pipe, it'll still be dead. If it's on the ground, it'll just take a second to respawn after being crumbled. The Betty box can spawn up to 50 different enemies, to Goombas, to Troopas, to Bob-Ombs, basically any other random enemy I said choose. Then they'll basically be that. The Klepto is another enemy, which tries, it's basically like a buzzer, snoop it down and claw at you. Even though in his efforts to appear into the world before more gods, you just steal something. That can be a pretty good thing because you have like a goal to like checkpoint, just like a mushroom, and you have to get that to the mushroom by killing the plateau and spinning. Yeah, that's basically like a good goal, which is why it's in here. Now we have to go up. Oh look, perfect timing. One of my favorite enemies. Now we have a Rex. If you didn't know what the Rex is, basically like an orc. Like this, it'll walk if someone stomps on it. It'll go super fast and squish. What if you don't run it again? It'll die. There's other points like Spike Cat, where just basically you can't stop it at all and just use Fireball. Dragon, where it can fly. Crunch, where it can basically use it like something. And yet again, there's this one. Where you get too close to his head. You'll basically get an acid pipe to the butthole. Yeah, that's definitely painful. You'll probably see one of those clown horror movies you'll probably realize. Specifically, that one clown from outer space one. Don't want to say his name, but don't want to get out of me. There's this, where it basically just goes after you, just punching your eyeballs, even though it's probably definitely not how they act in the game appearances. And basically you can't stomp on their back. You have to stomp on their head. Basically every single next to every single one of the enemies from Mario Land 2 takes some coins, because if I put them all in there, I would first of all want to get reminder how to make stuff up, and basically it'll be even more full. So yeah. There's the tropical regular, which can basically be extended. They can extend up to 20 feet, 20 segments, which is not a lot. They can be up to 20 segments, but the way you place them. And there's also this flutter variation, which we'll get to later. There's the snippet, which you didn't know, basically like a snippet. Yeah, oh, fun fact, Shy Guys and any other one who's in the game. Sorry. But if you want to look at our top 10 enemies that should be in the game, one of them definitely hit is a Shy Guy. Even though that one's not on it. Basically, they can just straight up reset the same amount of snippet and just shoot you with a bullet. It basically is just a ghost. Okay, perfectly for Ghost House. Snow Spike, most perfect for snow. Levels, rice levels, specifically how it looks. Maybe even one of those Olympic game ones, the hockey ones, the hockey chuck. He first snowballs on ice. They don't even get bigger; they slip. But then, for some reason, they grow eyes, arms, and feet, and they start just chasing after him. But if you look so well, and they're basically the same thing in Boo. You look away, start coming after you. Look at them, they'll just turn on snowballs. Which can be looking at me good. But on snow, however, you can be just straight up. It just gets bigger, and they never get eyes, hands, and feet. There's the Octoboo, which basically, if you look at it, he'll stop moving. But unlike others, when you look away from it, there is actually an option of 3 options. One, if you see there's 3 options, you can be in order. If he goes invisible, you have to move or look at him so he doesn't teleport you. You can't go. Shoot something, but if you're in block, they'll just turn those items to boost. Yeah. Or if he's gonna just follow you. But the second one, if that thing touches you, you're basically just dead. There's the river piranha plant, which basically can only spread water or lava, even poison. Even though we probably don't survive from poison. Yeah, except here's the one thing. You can point the direction, and which makes it like a cool other thing. Basically, like a, say again, spike. Yeah, we'll do what it turns into. Speed block. Rubber block. Snake rubber block. Rubber snake block. It's basically the same thing, except one, the hand is basically the same thing, and the other parts are invisible. So, but it's detectable by a little bit of yellow glow. So basically, you can still see it. Yeah. There's the pointy pillar, if you didn't know. And plus, it is actually a spike and cannot be defeated in anymore. Right. But yet again, there's only way can defeat you by like from the top. The mushroom Mecha Goomba, which basically takes like 5 hits to defeat, like a normal Mecha Goomba. And basically, it's that the only difference is that it gives you like a 1-up mushroom as a reward. Mushroom or any like sort of power up for a reward. Now we get to all 3 Mecha Goombas. The normal one basically can be stomped on, plus can be projectile. The flaming ones can be fireballs.
I love you.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm recording. Sorry about that. The red one can just spit fireballs, 5 of them, and takes like a 10-second break. And the blue one just takes like a flame split and then a 5-second break. But yet again, they can be stopped on this throw. There's no hands besides their mouths. Their mouths are the only difference. The Gold Goomba, which basically gives you like any sort of coin, except like any sort of yellow coin, like to an 80 coin, to like a 1, to like a singular coin, if you defeat them. The Fuzzer basically more freaking fuzzy. Except if you put double things on, you can put a normal thing. And if you put it on the ground or anything else, you'll basically just stand up. You can only stand on, and you best get to avoid it. I go under it or up. And it's basically just like a roller. Earth Chomp are basically flame chomps, except they spit out ground blocks, which is going to be very hard to do, especially if you wait the whole thing's covered with blocks. But it takes like a 20-second cooldown, so that's why we did that. There are the kelpos, or whatever you call it. Leave me in the comments what these things are called. I think those are called kepos. And basically, they're basically height differences. You have to be really high for the yellow one, and basically you can jump over the pink one, a small Mario. And the green one, you can basically just jump over it. But you're gonna need like a flying one or like a KO one with the Mega Mushroom. So you get the yellow one. Because there's no way no one's gonna be jumped over the yellows. The Crimson Chomp, yet again, I haven't seen you in a while. They'll spawn, like others, they'll spawn a crimson thing. Spawn those. Crimson portal, and basically, like I said, yeah, it's like a bonus room. Get all you want, but if you're not out in time, you'll be stuck forever. You'll basically just get KO'd. So, it basically. Basically, here we go. Yet again, if we if you stomp on it, so basically just teleport into the KO. Then when you're not, it can also be a chance that you're not allowed in the KO when it's too late. You don't get the thing in time. Plus, there's one more thing it can do. But it can just spit fireballs, because I don't know what else it can do. Oh wait, it always spits fireballs. It can spit like electrocute things. The cost of clone of anyone else. Basically, it's like a smart enemy that spawns you from the whole stage. Basically, again, if you want like a prismatic chase scene, use cosmetic clone after chaser. Basically, it'll follow you the whole stage, and if you don't stop and he catches up to you, you're basically just KO'd. There's no way you can stop him. Plus, there is another thing. Plus, it can only be killed with a superstar. And there's no other forms of it, except for players. So yeah. The chicken though is basically like a zombie thing. So basically, if you put it to nighttime, all the graveyard blocks, all the ground blocks, all the dirt blocks, or like the hard blocks will turn into dirt blocks, and what will come out of each one? One of these Chico zombies. Basically, if you stomp on them, you'll basically all Christian blocks just get rid of all the power ups inside and just replace with like zombie hand. You can also look at the things I forgot, the zombie hand. And basically that's it. The Charvard, that's the last Vard one, basically it's the same thing as the Poison Vard, which is like a couple of minutes ago. Basically, like I said, basically the same thing, except different colors. Yeah, we're gonna definitely be here a while, I forgot. The bowling chain, basically like a normal thing, except it goes in circles. There's a base top, instead of like a normal log being it. Then there's basically the amazing Flying Camera Bros. Yet again, organic from Super Mario World. Organs from that. Basically just stomps on it. Oh yeah. Hammers. Like 4 hammers. And then just take a 2-second break, which cannot change. Just like throws 4 again. There's getting in another classic enemy that was always one of the first game Spiny. As you may recall, Spinies can be not stopped on because they'll just kill you. But then again, nothing. Plus, if you get really close to it, I'll basically just put a cannon out, this cheap spike. And it has a nice form with it. If you get close, they'll just basically spawn like 2 wooden spikes, and that go away after 3 seconds. Yeah, that's crazy, but wow. That's how it is. Oh, the 4 cool boys! How about this meme? Me and the boys looking in for a new Mario game at 3 a.m. Oh yeah, that's just a meme, by the way. There is the Super Bro from the Mario World. Again. Basically, it just walks. But if you go under it, you'll basically just stomp. Lightning or fire, your option. Both, like fire from Mario World, lightning from the rivals. But again, that's an option. Plus, you can also have like plus you can add spice on the set, which is like gonna be really good fun. The Hucket Crab can basically throw anything. There's the spike one where it basically has an extra spike you can get on it. There is yet again, you can have 2 claws, or claws added up to 4, or broken in all directions. Oh yeah, never mind, up to 8, because there's diagonal ones too. Plus, you can also have a spinning version where basically just throws red iron to very small enemies like micro Goombas and normal Goombas, and sometimes even ball balls. Different good animals like coins and silver mushrooms and one-ups kind of. But I cancelled the one-up because I'll be overpowered. Yet again, the Fuzzy is basically like a black creature. He is literally go around with like teeth, like bulbo eyes. And it basically just gets you if you touch it. And there's also this upper bold version where if you can kill it, it gets to like an 80 plus called an 80 coin, which basically is a coin that gives you 80. So. Fun fact. Oh yeah, alright. Then there's the top spot, which can be there's a hole in the bank. If you get into that hole, you're safe. But I never saw always crush you. There's also other options, like the burning one, where you basically can just die when you go inside. Lava. There's the water one, where if you go inside, you're basically safe. And yet again, there's also a tox box within the snake block, where basically a tox box can add up segments up to like 50, and after going out to like certain spaces, it'll just explode. Yeah, explode. It will explode. I really have to go to the bathroom because imagine how long this video is going to be. The Goomba is basically like a normal Goomba, except it can't be stomped on. But also going to be trained with like a spike version. Muncher Bloody Beetle is the same thing, except yet again can be stomped on and falls off ledges. The Womp is basically like a thing that can crush you from the background or like normal flies. The Urban Stingbeet's larva basically is like a normal thing. But unlike most enemies, this might be one of like maybe one of the only ones that can't kill you. But that doesn't last forever, because after like a whole 30 seconds, I'll just turn back into him. But there's also this then again, Nightbone Desert. Any enemies that literally can, oh yeah. Basically, after 30 seconds, they'll just turn back into one form and everything. Do that. Oh look, Super Swamp. That's basically another form. I really love these swamp versions. It basically can have like cave, but it's basically like a Super Mario thing. In fact, if you put on there's also ground costumes, I might add, which give you certain abilities. One of the many ones I might add would be Super Cool. I might as well just add the capture ability. But basically, you'll use the same power up. It can also defeat any other enemies, sadly including you. Can break blocks. when it touches the lava, but survives in water. Basically, every other ability that Marvel can use. Not including the smash ones. Then there's the Octo Goomba, basically a Goomba that can spit out things. Can be used with the spike helmet. Cat Goomba, which are basically just Goombas that can lunge at you. Yet again, there's also other variations like. And there's like three things. There's the castle or ghost house. It'll turn into a white cat. And then it'll turn into like a Persine. Or basically chases basically can survive in lava, can survive in literally survive in poison, and basically be able to use fire suit. There is the in snow or underground ice levels. Yeah, there's underground ice level. One of those underground ice levels in water view. There is the white cat. Which can freeze enemies. But then yet again, at any night time, there's a black cat where everything that basically everything it touches, or basically has a scratching ability. Where any enemy it scratches, straight up follows you the whole game. And basically anything that can block his way will just get destroyed. There's a sting bee, it's like a bee that comes straight after you. Because the other again, if you want an inside a beehive chase scene, then use sting bees. If you think a sting bee that can just go follow you the whole game. But you can also count it as an enemy, and there's up to like 30 of them. Which I think that's like the maximum enemies you can get. There's the Mad Piano. Basically, most the one for jokesters is the carnival levels and ghost house. And the ghost house one, well, basically just piano, but they get close, so basically just jump out. And basically, if you give them a minute, he'll just basically just jump up so high, so basically just reach the maximum height. And after it basically just reach them higher, just straight up calm down. They're still under them, but basically just be squished. Spiny piranha plant are basically just piranha plants that without spikes. Yeah, I mean, like that. This is probably not what they really do, but if I don't know what it is, I'll just be real creative with them. After all, this one doesn't even spit spikes, I think, but I make it spit spikes. The Super Goomba basically just doesn't really bore you or anything. Just basically just 5 hits and boom, you win nothing. But up to like 10 of these can be placed and leveled. Super Chomp includes like others can be used as, you guessed it. Basically has the same abilities as Super Chomp in Mario or Beer Player. Like let's say if you want, yeah, this is definitely a fun fact. This is why I'm making a new kid Cappy version. Spike this one basically just gives you the ability Yep, you heard it. There's basically the spike bass, which is basically like a boss bass. Look at just jump out, jump up. The spike top are basically just like things, except it hurts way more when you jump on it. So you better just get something else to throw at it. Or kidnap it. The Madpole. Basically, it's like a tadpole, except here in the 3D world. Probably only appeared in like one episode. And yet again, if you see you, basically just go after you. You can swim downwards and upwards. That's pretty good underwater chase scene besides the sushi shark. Now again, this is probably one of the few camera bros we're getting to. The shuriken bro. This bro can throw shurikens. But if you give him the mini mushroom, basically just give but when you throw the shuriken, like two. Basically just return back to normal. So yeah. Sure, Mario, basically like a tank Mario. That basically just gets to shoot at you. Fun fact. There's some other modes like costume mode, happy mode, and one other mode I like to call. Let me think. Hold a second. Those other modes like mini mode, mega mode, and most importantly maybe crossover mode. Heck, I think we could even do like black and white mode, so like a variation. You'll be able to tell. But I can't remember it, sorry guys. There's the prickly Goomba. Basically it's like a Goomba, where except if you fire it, it'll basically just come out of scale with a Goomba. Snow Pokey, which is like a snowman, except you can jump on his head. Piranha Beetle, which is basically like a normal beetle. Beast platforming. There's the King Bill, which is basically like the biggest bullet bill ever. Rhino Wing can be used as a platform, and if it holds like an acorn seed, you can basically use that. Normal Koopa Troop is super dumb, they just fall off cliffs. Magmar, Lily, just an enemy, just a lava. There's this, which if you didn't know, is a boulder enemy that literally just follows you. Oh man, so if you want an earth chase, just use Crambles. If you want a secret dark level pathway chase, use this bone moth thing. It's basically just eats the floor, and it can have up to like 5 of them, I think. Corn ant troopers can be basically like an ant trooper, except the ghost question mark block is basically like a question mark block. It's just flying around, but it gives you the warning. Then if you bump into it, I'll just spawn an enemy. The Eerie's basically like a ghost dinosaur. Basically just hands. If you want an yet again the third underwater chase scene, use Dragon Eel or Purple Dragon Eel. Because basically, like look, this one's basically the normal speed. Purple one's basically like faster. It's basically you need to like follow you around. Each one's like a certain path. Rip-on fish can be used as like a yet again for underwater chase scene. Use this as an option. And yet again, it just basically follows you around, all these without falling. Coin Coffer can be basically just be used as a platform. Ant Trooper can basically be like a thing, but still counts as an enemy because get you. Spiny Skip Squeak, I think we might have mentioned you. But you're basically like a Skip Squeak. But except you can't be jumped on. The Glump, oh look, the Glump. This is like a platform, except it rotates, but it's really hard to get on. Cat Bullet Bill, basically like a bullet bill, except it follows you. Super Koopa, basically like a Koopa version, that basically has just another shell on, and basically just follows you around. are basically being used by the Whistle Muncher. The Monty Mole, another classic enemy, yet again can hop out of some solid platforms. The Fire Prawn plant, which mainly spit fire. Porcupuffer, basically like a thing that can eat you, plus, and yet again, spikes that can follow you. The Blob is basically like a thing where you can get. Another reason that I said to add is because you just get pushed into the screen. Then you just slide off. Kind of fourth wall breaking. So basically this is one of the, maybe some enemies that can kill you this way. I don't know. This is basically like a roll, I think, except the dagger roll is basically like way bigger and literally much slower. There's the Piranha Sprout, which basically can be used to pluck something. And basically just throw it at your enemies. The Romp Roller. Can basically just like used to roll. It's things like the spin roll, but except it rolls way faster. The Eep Sheep is basically like a mix up between the red and the green. Basically, it does the same things. Bully Beetle yet again can be killed. Cheap Sheep goes in like a straight path and back and straight. Hammerhead can basically just be like put in a pattern. Or fifth one that can be used as a chase scene. Oh, look, a new one. If you want to flying in a cloud chase scene, then use the Urban Sting Bee. Full model. It doesn't activate until get what you want. Thunder Chomp is basically like a Chomp, Flame Chomp, except it spits fireballs. Ogre is basically like a thing, but when it's supposed to try to crush you, this thing can electrocute you if it's in water, and you're in water too. Paratrooper, which is basically like a flyer. Whereas if you expand the wings, it can be like a flying one. Muddy Trooper is basically like a trooper that can follow you and kill you. Another one from Captain Toad. The Flipperus, which is basically like a thing that puts snowballs wherever it came from. There's the Blooper, which is like one of the more annoying enemies. You probably already know what he does. Oh, look at this. That's what it is. Ice Chomp, basically the same thing, except it spits ice. The normal Flame Chomp, which is basically a thing, except it spits fireballs. The Dire Blooper is basically like a thing, except it can swim on land. Stone Spike can basically just, which can only throw it downwards, while the other one can just roll it. Burpo is basically like a Goomba, except it can't be stopped at all. Spiny Cheep, like a Cheep, it's Spiny. There's the Buoy Moth, it's basically like a, yeah, if you want a ghost house chase, basically pick the second one in a row, then basically just use him. In fact, there has been some chase scene novels that featured him. Ice Bro, basically like a Hammer Bro, which is up here, that can throw ice and just freeze enemies. Or freeze you for a couple seconds. Hammer Bro throws hammers, that's normal. Lakitu throws Spinies. Gold Lakitu throws gold coins. Rocky Wrench throws wrenches after it popped out of a manhole. Big Ant Trooper is basically like a thing, except slower. Basically like a small version, like that does the multiple thing. There's the mini Goomba, which spits out a coin every time you stomp on one. Volcano Ludus, which is basically like a thing that spits out stuff. Spike Ball, there's a Tail Flop, there's like a Stumper, which I think does something. You have to talk it from the top, unlike the other thing you attack the sides. There's the normal Spike, which can like spike you. It can either throw balls that go down here, or throw these random holes. The big bubble, which is basically like a bubble that can kill you, like mostly ghost enemies. Bomb boost is basically like bomb bombs, it's a boost. The bully, basically like a bully that can push you. Skip squeak, basically like my favorite enemies that can hop. Falcon piranha plant that goes like up. Oh my god, we're letting it so high. Forgot. The cheap chomp, which is basically like a big bass. Magmar tomato that falls if you want a kitchen chase you, you can use him. Chomp and Blooper, basically like a Blooper that can jump. Hop Chop, basically a thing that can hop. Bruiser, like a chase scene enemy from a ghost house. Crimson Rubber, that can basically have rubber that can throw. Crimson Chances. Oh, fun fact, if you get like 20 of them, you can get to the portal. Dino Rhino, basically like a rhino. It's basically like slower. Conk Door, basically like a normal thing, just bonks you over the head with his beak if you get close to him. Chain Chomp, basically like a thing that can chomp you. Boshi, like a Yoshi, except from Mario 11 Stars, and basically be ridden by enemies. And he's gonna be ridden by him. Piranha Plant, there's the Ball Bro, which is like rubber, like balls. Fishbone, like a bone that just chases you. But when it bumps into someone, it crashes. Peepas, basically like a ghost enemy. Snooze a Koopa, basically like a Koopa that can be waking up and just start chasing you for plants. Astro Launcher, basically like a thing that shoots space balls or whatever. Wigglers, these. Oh, this is like a Mario 2 enemy, so I'll skip that. Swim, basically like a foot that can just go from like side to side over like a gap. Snoozing Goomba, like it in water enemies, they could just be able to do that. Oh, like a Gurgle, but you like a thing that can go. Squirtle, basically like one of those everything from Mario DS, and basically like a one of those. Mr. Blizzard, there's like one of those from Mario 64. Block Stepper, another one from Mario 3. Dirt Swamp, probably the last swamp. Basically, it's like a swamp. Except, at nighttime, he doesn't activate unless you run into him and basically just spawn zombies. But one per game. The Tanuki Tail. Block, which is like a fake block. Bitty Buds, basically like we stomped on. Sledge Bros, Bigger Bros, like a Boo, it's like one of the classic ones that has like many variations of. Pillar, basically like a thing that can only be placed on ceilings. The Banzai Bill, like a Builder Bill. This can throw blocks, name is the Buster Beetle. Lightning Bro, like, remember how I said like the Storm Bro? I'm gonna just throw lightning bolts, and if it hits you, and if it isn't something, I'll just spawn like a thorn lightning bolt near your area. The Boomerang Bro can throw boomerangs, come back. Wallop, a thing that blocks your path to get an enemy. Just like a flop or flomp. Basically, if you stand on him for too long, he'll stop and flip into the lava. Deep Sheep, basically like a thing that wakes up. Red Sheep again. This blue, faster version of Spike Top. The Bony Beetle, which is like a faster thing. Whip, which is basically like smaller womps. Panther somehow appeared. Flaptor is basically like a thing. Cat Banzai Bill, the Angry Moon, basically like the normal moon, except it's act like it's angry sun. Magmar, there's the Fire Bro, there's the Tail Boo. Ink Rod Plant that spits out ink that blocks your screen. Walleye. Oh, we're already at the last 4. Blooper Nannies, basically like a Blooper Nanny. These are from Mario Sunshine again. Hooligan, and then finally we're ending with Tropical Flutterers. If you didn't know, if you go all the way back to the bottom and go all the way up from top again, one of the very close enemies besides Flutter definitely obviously gonna be either Chomp or Wiggler. Basically like that. Unless you can do it. Oh no, yeah, remember what I said? That's basically all the enemies. Guess what? If you didn't know, this is the thumbnail. Be on the lookout for that. So anyways, that's it of this episode. Next I'll make you up with gizmos. See you next time. Bye-bye!